And happy Thursday evening to all you fine folks out there in TV land. It is Happy New Year's Eve, and it is December the 29th, 2022, and you're watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show coming to you live on this last show of 2022 as we're about to crack open a brand new year, 2023, just around the corner. And we welcome you to our show live and in color tonight. If you're watching on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind doing us a great big favor, if you'd reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button on your page. That way you share our broadcast on your page. It gets us to a broader audience, and it also lets everybody know that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Happy New Year, everybody. It's coming around the corner, and we're glad you're joining us on this warmer night than we have been having for the last few nights. But we welcome you. I see y'all scrolling in here all across the tri-state area, all across the whole United States tonight. And we want to tell you, thank you for joining us, inviting us into your home, inviting us into your automobile, your boat, your yacht, your airplane, or ever your motorcycle, ever how you might be traveling tonight. We welcome you to our show. We're coming to you live and in color tonight from our studio right here in Enterprise, Georgia. Our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio on turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway. And Queasel's unable to join us. He's under the weather tonight, so pray for Queasel that he gets better with his cough and spell, and we'll hopefully next week he will be back with us. We're coming to you live tonight on December the 29th, 2022, the last show of the year, all across the great United States of America and in foreign countries where we are legal and illegal to operate. We're in all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and even coming to you live from the great state of Baker County, Georgia. And we give a big salute to all of our friends up in Baker County, Georgia. Guys, if you want to catch us on a network, on rerun, on network syndication, on MSNBC, you can do that next Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. We will be following the live coverage from the U.S. Capitol as Representative Kevin McCarty forcefully pulls the gavel from Nancy Pelosi's clenched hand. And so we invite you to join us. That will be at 9 o'clock on Tuesday night following that. And boys,
I'll
we
tell
live.
you what,
Go ahead.
that's a good audience builder right there. Now, if I knew it was going to happen, that would be the only reason I'd ever tune into MSNBC. But that would be a good one to watch. Go ahead.
Hey, wouldn't you love the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt to follow that?
Yes, sir. That's what we need.
All right, boys, we are live on the big screen tonight. We are on the big screen tonight. We're 92 3/16 inches tonight, live and in color. We are at Stanley's see-through bridal gowns, seasoned firewood, soybean flavored butt rub, stink bug jewelry and bait, and organic stump grinding in Slapout, Alabama.
Woo! Hit the rewind button and go slow with that, please.
All right, let me go slow. We are live 96 3/16 inch TV screen tonight at Stanley's. Stanley's see-through bridal gowns, seasoned firewood.
Gotta have that.
It's rotten. Soybean flavored butt rub. Stink bug jewelry and bait, and organic stump grinding in Slapout, Alabama.
Boy, they got it going on.
I'm
Slapout's not that far from here, is it? It ain't far from
No.
here, Charlie. I thought so.
It's close to me. We need to go check that out one weekend.
Yeah. They got them see-through bridal gowns over there. I wonder if they got anybody modeling them over there. Oh, he may have a satellite place there around middle of the city at the Newton.
Yeah.
231.
I wonder how he does with his soybean flavored butt rub.
I don't know, man. They make a soybean taste like anything.
I know. They make it into a hamburger.
They make soybean do anything they want it to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys, hey, we want to wish all of you a happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Again, our last show of the season, guys. It's ironic to believe this, but March will be coming up on our 3rd anniversary
Yeah.
of being live on the TV show Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. March will be our 3rd anniversary. It does not seem possible that we've been coming live nearly every week for the last 3 years, and it's all because of you fine folks out there, you watching us, you tuning us in each and every week and being a part of our family here at Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. All right, Charlie, talk to us.
And the reason we did this was just to communicate with each other, and that was because of the run of COVID, and now they say it's coming back again. So I guess we might as well plan to do this 3 more years. That
Yeah, we might
that
well.
makes
They ain't
sense,
really
Flo?
shutting down now. We may be the only thing left on TV before it's all over
Before
with.
it's all
Yeah.
over with.
Yeah.
Now, thank you folks for putting up with us once a week. We're just having a good time. We're just visiting. We're just friends,
Yep.
and we're honored that you would like to be a part of it and consider yourself a part of it. And if you're a hardcore blue dog, purple dog, yellow dog Democrat and still watching, you got some guts. Is all I'm gonna say. Well, now I don't know about. We're supposed to give our views and things. That's what advertises on the front. My view is there's too many folks on the road running wide open on this 431 here, 231, and I guess everybody's getting a check that I'm not getting because the money is being spent during this New Year's, leading up to New Year's. I've never seen as many folks on 431 as I've seen in the last 2 days, and tomorrow's going to be even worse, and it's Georgia folks. Now, let me rephrase that because I love my Georgia folks over here in Southwest Georgia, across the river. But the ones from uh, up there around Metro Atlanta, I guess they think if they're not down there to worship the sand with a year going out and the new one coming in, that they ain't gonna be blessed in the new year because they are forevermore DeKalb County, all those counties up there, they're burning up the highway heading south, and the Florida folks are heading north. Are y'all seeing that on 27 over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. 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 Florida folks
Wide
are going
open.
north. Florida folks are going north to get in the snow, and the North Georgia folks are all going south to get in the sand. Now, explain that one to me.
That's what I'm talking
Explain
about.
it
It
to me.
just don't.
I don't get it. I don't want to be in either one. I don't want to be in either place. I
No,
want to be right exactly where I am, where where you can pinpoint me at right now. This is where I want to be, especially on Christmas and New Year's.
there you go. And I don't know about y'all over there, but we had a little cold weather over here.
We had a little bit of
When it
cold
hit,
weather too. Hmm.
if it hit 16 degrees 2 days in a row and
Hmm.
don't get
But
above 30, that's just something that we ain't used to around here.
Floyd, I
That's a
wanted
good
to.
indicator about you need to stay home. Do you stay at
Yeah,
the house?
Yeah,
Floyd, I wanted to ask you this question. We got a call wanting us to do a live New Year's Eve broadcast from Bourbon Street in New Orleans on Saturday night. You wanna pass on that one?
I'm gonna pass on that one. I got something to do. I got something I got to do. I got some very important business I got to attend to,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna pass on
You're going in the cooter hole of your trunk,
it.
your
Hmm.
Tomcat.
Hmm. Yep. I'm gonna do something with, but it won't be New Orleans. I
It won't
promise.
be. It won't be on Bourbon Street on New Year's Eve,
I
no.
broadcasting
think that's the
live.
night I'm gonna wash my eyes out with vinegar. I believe that's the night.
Can you imagine how we would be received on Bourbon Street doing a live show, coming on live?
They wouldn't know. They would have no idea. They
Well,
wouldn't know who we were. If we dress up as we dress up in our Floyd B. Lloyd, Marvin Spitznagel and suits and all that kind of stuff, we'd be cool. They'd be hooping and hollering, but they wouldn't know who we were. They'd be so
Yeah.
drunk they wouldn't know who we were.
Alabama's going to be playing there Saturday
Oh, I
in the
know.
Sugar
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah,
In the
yeah.
in the Sugar Bowl. In the Sugar Bowl.
And
Hey
they
guys, if
get
y'all
ready
don't
for it.
mind, I'm gonna take a moment of personal privilege, considering I'm running the script here. But I want to give a big shout out to a man that's had a major influence in my life. My dad, Carlton
Yes,
Thomas.
sir.
He retired today from Three Notch EMC, and he spent 43 years of his life at the EMC. I was 8 years old when he went to work at Three Notch, and it's been a part of my life, my whole life, my kids' life, and just been a part of it. And so he decided earlier in this year to retire and go home. He will be 75 next year, and so he's looking forward to that. But I just want to give a big shout out. He's a major influence in my life, and I know he has enjoyed serving the people of the area as the manager of Three Notch for the last 33 years, and serving them and working there for 43 years. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to him tonight and wish him a happy retirement. And on behalf of our family, we appreciate all that Three Notch did for him, and I appreciate all he did given to Three Notch over the years.
Amen, brother. Three Notch
Yes,
fine
sir.
operation. They a fine outfit. When me and Nadine lived out there down Uncle Charlie's Road out there in the country. We was on the end of the line. The road stopped at our house. The dirt road stopped at our house. And periodically, as squirrels would get up in the transformer, and the transformer's got a breaker thing, break off of it, like that. And anyway, uh, I could call over there at Three Notch, and I say, and somebody would answer the phone, a human being. It wouldn't be a recording at that time when we lived out. I don't know what it is now. And I say, "Hey, man, my juice is off." And they say, "Who is this?" And I say, "This is Billy Campbell over here in Carwood." He said, he'll say, "Well, there ain't nobody else called in." I said, "I know, they ain't nobody else called in." I said, "But I'm down here at the end of Uncle Charlie's Road." And I said, "There's a squirrel that's got up there in my transformer and threw the breaker." He said, "I know exactly what you're talking about." He said, "We'll send somebody out there for long." And it wouldn't be, I mean, it'd be 15, 20, 30 minutes. Somebody they'd be out there with the light shining all up upside the pole, all up in the sky. And they'd have them one of them old long poles, and they'd get that hook in there, and they'd throw it back in there, and bam, there come my air conditioner back on, my TV and everything, lights and all. But that's how it was. It was a very service oriented and a very, very customer friendly operation. Been that way for a long time. It was designed to give poor people electricity.
Mm-hmm.
When FDR was in business, he established the Rural Electric Association and put electricity in people's houses. I think FDR must have been about the last Democrat that actually helped poor people in Washington D.C. I think he was about the last one, and he did. He helped poor people with that. But that Three Notch Electric has been a fine operation, a fine organization. Got some of the most dedicated workers I've ever seen in my life that's worked there and retired from there. And that's just and I congratulate your father for doing a great job. And in what I'm thinking is what he'll have a lot of extra time on his hands now,
Mm-hmm.
and he can kind of serve as a volunteer for like Marvin's tour guide,
Mm-hmm.
Marvin's herdsman,
Yeah.
Marvin's he could manager.
He's
Marvin,
kind of hoping. I'm hoping he will be the one to get the tent set up when I do tent revivals.
the driver.
Yeah.
He can do all those things. He has no excuse now to not do that. And I look forward to driving by out there and seeing him out there in the chicken pen, picking up eggs and dead chickens and taking them over into the burn pile and out there with the cows, feeding them and putting in minerals and all that. I look forward to that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I sure do. I know
Yeah.
he'll be good at it, Marvin. And
Yeah.
what you need to do now, just step back and let him do it because he's been in a management position a long time. I
That's
know
right.
you're in a management position, but it's a different deal, Marvin, with you.
Yeah. I'm.
You
I'm with
Speaking
you.
of Marvin in management positions, I know he had a very, very short sermon. It was a good one. It was very to the point Sunday morning on Christmas morning because I was there. Uh, and I wondered why Marvin might have gone a little shorter than what he would usually go. Everything was shortened up some. Marvin, where did you eat lunch on Christmas Day?
I went home and had a ham sandwich, believe it or not.
Okay.
I did. I'm telling you. I'm telling you the truth. Of that, I had already indulged. Our day is Christmas Eve. We eat twice, big, heavy on Christmas Eve, and then we kind of, I kind of had to taper back a little bit on Christmas Day. I didn't want to overindulge.
Pull the
Now,
throttle back on it.
Mm-hmm.
the
Yep.
temperature after dark on Christmas night in central Georgia, I'm going to say was probably in the low to mid 20s. Would I be correct on that? Or low, right around 20.
Uh-huh.
Was it you I saw at Callaway Gardens
You
on
did
Christmas night?
on
Christmas
Christmas
night.
night. Christmas night. Yep. It
No, no,
was.
no, 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 no.
Oh yeah.
It can't be right. Not,
Yep.
not, not
Uh,
out in weather like that.
20 degrees, Floyd.
Yeah, but
Floyd,
I wasn't.
he's a
I
tough
walked
one.
just. I just walked outside. Now we rode through the lights in an automobile with heat. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
okay.
didn't get in no trolley or
So,
nothing like that.
so you went to Callaway Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
yeah.
what did y'all see at Callaway Garden?
We saw the lights, the Christmas lights,
Christmas tree lights. Imagine that.
fantasy,
Callaway Garden,
fantasy
the
in
nearest place you
lights.
can see Christmas tree lights. Christmas lights. Callaway Garden. How far is it to Callaway Garden, Barney? 100 miles? Better, 120,
Yeah, it's about
130
better. Yeah.
miles?
But you got to understand, my daughter's boyfriend lives in Hamilton, which is in very close proximity to
Does that,
Warm Springs and
that
Pine
doesn't mean
Mountain.
anything. Y'all went to Hamilton? Y'all go to Hamilton?
Yeah, we did go to
You went to
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Okay. You
Yeah,
went to Hamilton and Callaway Garden.
Hamilton and
In the
Callaway
road.
Gardens.
In
Yeah,
the
yeah,
road at
yep,
freezing cold.
yep.
And
Hmm.
tire could have blowed out anything. Y'all
Hmm.
could have spun out with the way you drive and everything. Could have spun out off the road and everything.
We did see a lot of
Lord, have
deer.
mercy.
Did see a lot
Have
of deer.
mercy, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hover over him. Hover around him. Mm.
The deer were moving in that cold weather. Now I'm telling you,
Oh,
they were
sure. I know.
moving in that cold
I'm
weather.
positive. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I
let
tell
me
you
ask.
about not long ago, talking about Marvin's driving. Not long ago, a good friend of ours, the mayor of Colquitt, got married. And Marvin was, of course, the officiator. He is the
Naturally.
official officiator at weddings. He'll marry you and bury you in a heartbeat. No problem. So this was a
Marion Marvin.
marrying gig here. And anyway, Marvin called me. Him and he called me and said, well, "Me and Holly will come by and pick you and Nadine up. Y'all ride with us to the wedding, which was in Edison, up at Cotton Patch or what, someplace up there.
Nubbingtown Farms.
What was it called?
Nubbingtown Farms.
Nubbin Farm. So anyway, I said, "Yeah, man, that'd be great." So I got my nice shirt on, my blazer, and my shiny shoes and everything. Nadine, she frocked up and it all looked all nice and everything. Had her hair did. We rode up there with him. A nice wedding, very nice. The wedding actually, the actual wedding, the vows and all that took about what 3 minutes, Marvin? 3 to 5 minutes, you
It was
think?
about 6 minutes total.
6 minutes total. Was there any singing? Did they do any singing,
Nope.
Marvin? Nobody
No,
did sing.
no
Good wedding,
singing.
wings,
No.
the good wedding. And what the point was that that young couple, they knew there was a lot of elderly people, older people that didn't need to be on the road trying to go home in the dark. Go ahead and get it done. Get it tended to, so so folks can leave and go home before midnight. So anyway, they had a long table, had big table set up all out there, nice man, nice spread, all kind of finger food and lemonade and cold beverages and things. And I'm sitting over there. I enjoy me a couple of cold beverages because I don't have to drive anything. I'm Marvin driving. I'm riding with Marvin going on. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm looking down at Marvin. Marvin, he's looking around. Well, he's scanning, And I do. Yeah. Oh, no. And I said, I know why, but anyway, I just, what time? No, wait. Yeah. What had happened? What had happened was that pay time hadn't arrived yet.
Ooh.
Ooh, see, the groom had not paid yet to pay the officiator Yeah. And Marvin sitting down there, he drinking lemonade. Man, just as fast as he'd get up and get him a lemonade. He's swigging on lemonade. He's down there. We visited around a while. Buddy C. Chambers and his wife, Miss Peggy, we were sitting there enjoying a conversation with them. I mean, it rocked on there about 30 minutes later. Oh, no. Well, there was a preacher there, a woman preacher that was there, a good friend of ours, Miss Jean, Sister Jean Watson. She preaches out there at the Cooktown Church, Cook's Union Methodist Church. Good preacher. And been knowing her a long time. She used to be in Swamp River. She sat there and she gets up. I said, you fixing to go home, Jean? She lived right across the road from us down the street over there. I said, you fixing to go home, Jean? She said, yeah, I'm headed home. I said, how about me and Nadine hook up with you? Oh, yeah, y'all come on. Y'all come on. Well, I'll tell you about Jean. Jean was born almost blind. Reverend Watson was. She was almost blind. She had cornea transplants. She had 2 cornea transplants, and she could she could see when she was an adult. Actually, she had the cornea transplants, and she could see. And just years ago, had the cornea transplants. So anyway, legally blind. So anyway, we drive home, get home. She brings us on home, and I see Marvin the next day or so, and he, how'd y'all make y'all get home? Did Sister Jean get y'all home? I said, yeah. I said she got home. I said it was about like riding with you. I said she was speeding and snatching the car all over the road. I said, but her excuse is, Barbie, she's legally blind. Barbie don't have that excuse. But she'd be going along there and darting all over the road, and running about 75, 85 miles an hour. I was like, whoa, Lord, have mercy. But he meant well. I reckon they finally paid him, and he come on to the house. I don't know what time he got home, but I reckon they finally got him paid up, and he come on to the house. He was not leaving there until he had the funds in his pocket.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, talking about Marvin's driving and her driving.
Mhm.
I witnessed this on Sunday morning heading to Marvin's church for the Christmas service. And I'm not making this up. This is serious because we all need to be careful what we're doing. And I hear more and more calls for do not text while you're driving. And a lot of times in the past, I have under my breath I wish that woman would quit texting. Now you'd see somebody at a traffic light in front of you texting.
Mhm.
Sunday morning on the Hilton to Damascus Highway. On 2 occasions, I was almost hit head on by grown men
Texting.
Surely not.
with with the orange hats on the dashboard.
I had deer hunting. Mhm.
That's exactly right. And
Mhm.
they were either I got it figured out. I know a lot of them, and I'm just one that has never been crazy about the deer hunting deal. But that's fine. A lot of folks are, and that's good. It's good for the economy. But these boys were either texting one another to say, I saw something here, you need to come over here. Or some of them have got these sophisticated apps and they've got cameras in about 5 or 6 locations. And they just pull up what's on a food plot or wherever different. And I think that's what they were doing.
Hey,
But
man,
they were running down the middle of the highway
sharing
doing it,
information.
sharing information.
They was on for the hunt. It ain't. I told one guy, a good friend of mine, deer hunting this several years ago. I said, it's not deer hunting. Going deer hunting. I said, you ain't going deer hunting. I said, what you gonna be? I'm gonna be in my hunting house, in my hunting, whatever they call it, up high. I'm gonna be. I got a heater in there.
Condo.
They said,
Condo.
what?
Yeah.
What's it
Condo.
called?
It's a condo.
Yeah,
Hunting
condo
condo.
in my shooting condo. Got a heater in there and all that kind of stuff. And I said, that ain't hunting. I said, that's deer ambushing. Hunting is when you get your knife out, get your big Jim Bowie knife out. I said, and you rub mud and dirt and deer
Yeah.
manure and commandeering all over you, and you get out there and your clients crawl around through the woods with that knife in your hand. I said, and you slip up on one of them big bucks and you jump on him and you stab him right in the heart and he falls over dead. That's hunting. I said, you ambush him. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna ambush now, man. Yeah.
How many do you know
I'll
that
probably
do
get some
that?
calls from that, but anyway, that's it. It's just an opinion, a viewpoint and an
Oh yeah.
opinion. So,
Yeah. Hey y'all, I
I'm
got
a big
something
boy.
this week I wanted to share with y'all. This was sent to me by one of our viewers. Translating modern liberalism 101. We talk about liberalism a lot. Racist. It's a noun. It means a person who wins an argument with a liberal.
Mm-hmm.
A bigot. It's a noun. It is a person who wins an argument with a liberal.
Mm-hmm.
Islamophobe is a noun. It is a person who wins an argument with a liberal. Misogynist is a noun. Homophobe is a noun. Fascist is a noun. Nazi and Hitler are nouns, and they are all persons, a person who wins an argument with a liberal. So basically, what that means is that if you win an argument with a liberal, then you are a racist, a homophobe, a bigot, a fascist, an Islamophobe, a Nazi, a misogynist, or Hitler.
Yeah, all of them.
Or all of them. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is the
All
that
of the
is
above.
the that is the new
You can't talk about facts. No.
No.
Yeah.
Talk about the facts.
Yeah.
Marvin, did you see that picture I sent you about that woman that they arrested over there in London, England?
Yeah, that's what I was just pulling up. And this is so odd. There were two things sent on the news this week. Number one, an Australian Muslim cleric said that saying Merry Christmas is worse than congratulating a person for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Saying Merry Christmas is worse than congratulating a person for murder. And there was also a place in England where the Muslims could vocally pray. Now, there's a picture here. I don't have it to put up on screen, but there's a street. The police have it closed down, and there could be 100 Muslims on the prayer cloth praying Mecca in the middle of the street. But there was a woman who was praying silently in England at an abortion center. Wasn't disturbing, wasn't picketing, wasn't protesting. She was praying, and she was arrested for, I'm assuming, threats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was outside. Actually, she wasn't in the abortion center.
Out in the
She was on
parking
the
lot.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
She was out on the sidewalk, standing. She was standing, and they came up to her and wanted to know if she was praying. And she said, I might be. And anyway, she said yes. She said, I'm praying for the children that are slaughtered every year here in this country. They arrested her, hauled her off. They got her charged with 4 different charges, hate crimes, everything,
Mm-hmm.
for thought. They arrested her they were the thought police, and they arrested that woman standing there by herself. She's there by herself, and she probably was 50 years old. Corey looked like
Yeah,
50,
she was probably 50 years old.
Yeah,
but as
50
I
years
look
old.
at this picture, I mean, there's nearly 100 Muslims with their tennis shoes off. They got a whole street shut down and barricaded, and four police, or at least four police that I can see, and they got the street shut down, letting them pray in the middle of the street.
Well, they're protecting them.
Yeah.
Well, you know you know who the mayor of London, England is, don't you? Sadiq Khan, Muslim. He's the mayor of London, England. Sadiq Khan. So that's where you go. That's where you ended with it. Hey, they whatever. Y'all like them. All you liberals are enamored with them.
They walk among us and they vote.
Yeah, they do. Look at him. Look at him.
New Year's time.
Marvin, you need to cut your music off. I can't hear you. Your voice for the music playing.
All right, I
Turn
it down. Turn it down a little bit. How about it now? Is that a lot better?
Now, when you cut the music
We
off,
got it now.
I got you. All right. I'm
That's
glad you
okay.
keep me
Ain't no
straight.
problem.
I like to be kept straight.
No, man, we want to be on the top of our game.
Southern Hissy Fits trivia time right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Our winner will receive an enamel Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logoed mug. We'll drop that in the mail to you, or you can pick it up from Southern Hissy Fits in Colquitt. They're located on 109 West College Street, the southwest corner of the square in Colquitt, for all your embroidery, t-shirts, tumblers, gifts, and more. Give them a call right there, 229-726-4825. They'll hook you up with whatever you need. I promise you that. I'm going to ask the trivia question in just a moment, and if you will, we need you to text the correct answer and your name and your correct answer to 229-254-5060. 229-254-5060. That's the number to text. And here's the question. What is the largest acreage college campus in the United States of America? What college campus has the largest acreage of any college campus in the United States of America? I'm looking for the name of the college, and I'm looking for your name. Your name and the correct answer, which will be the correct college. The largest acreage college campus in America. What is the name of that college campus? And that's right here on Trivia Time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by none other than Southern Hissy Fits in Colquitt, Georgia. All right, boys, looks like we got answers coming in here. Let me see what we got. Well, we got the very first one is a winner. The very first one is the winner. Got two here that are not winners, but I got the very first one. Let's take this hot call right here. Our winner is Mr. David Kimbrell in Gainesville, Georgia.
Cousin David
Kimbrell in Gainesville, Georgia. We had Auburn University, we had West Point, we had Central Florida, and now we got, along with our first guy, we got several more that are coming in with the correct answer, and it is none other than Berry College in Rome, Georgia. Berry College. It encompasses 30,000 acres of land. 30,000 acres of land. That's as big, if not bigger, than Itchaway Plantation, and it's almost as large as Lake Seminole. As large as Lake Seminole. 30,000 acres of land in Rome, Georgia. Martha Berry College. Interesting story there. It was founded to be a college for young guys. Martha Berry founded it, rural young guys to be able to go to college. And she approached Henry Ford about being an investor in the college. He gave her 10 cents to buy peanuts. She bought peanuts to grow, I don't know how many, maybe an acre of peanuts with the donation. And she produced peanuts, and she produced good peanuts, took them to Henry Ford, and Henry Ford invested and probably was one of the largest investors ever in the history of Berry College, all because of a dime, an original dime. And they have 30,000 acres, largest college campus in the nation.
Wow.
Pretty
That's
interesting.
Right, Mark. She was trying to help people, poor children, poor kids,
poor rural.
College. She wanted to provide a college for them. But Henry gave her a dime and said, here's your dime. Go make some money with it. Show me what you can do.
Yep.
And she did. And there's two stories. The first story that I had heard several years ago was it was cottonseed. But then I kind of narrowed it down. I called some of my friends Attorney Bob Travis being one of them, that pretty much knows as much as Ed Laxey used to know, if you will.
Wow.
And he said it was peanuts. I said, well, that's a good story. I said, I'm going to stick to the peanut. And she started producing peanuts and saving peanuts and saving seed and growing a bigger acreage, year after year. And finally, she had some money. She went back to Henry and said, look at him, what your dime did. She got Henry's rapt attention. And he gave her. Henry had a house up there. Henry built him he built him a house so he could go visit up there at Martha Berry College and see what was going on.
Here, I want to share this with our viewers.
Charlie, I remember used to, when you were on the show, that you had the Eagles. The Eagles had the Eagle nest. It'd be at Berry College up there.
That's right.
And I enjoyed seeing that. Everybody did that tuned in. Enjoyed seeing the Eagles progressing along, hatching out from the eggs and all that. But that was it. That was Miss Martha Berry.
Hey, Floyd, she had an 8-pillar approach to fundraising. Number one, do your homework. Number 2, develop a compelling case statement. Number 3, ask in person. Number 4, ask for an investment, not charity. Cultivation is key. Earn the respect and loyalty of donors and retain donors for a lifetime.
That's
That
it.
was her pillars for fundraising.
You know, that'll
Yeah.
work in just about anything. That'll work in friendships,
Business, yeah.
in business, in the church. It'll work just about anywhere, Mark.
Mhm.
Ain't that something?
That's correct.
That's a great concept right there.
Yeah, very much so.
I had
Um,
several friends that went to Berry College from when they graduated. They had enough sense to go off to college, and I didn't. But they did. They went to college and got a Berry College and got a good education, got a good degree from up there, and came back home quite successful.
yeah, very good college. And amazing story there. You can Google that whole story about that if you're interested in reading the entire story. Karen Kemp wrote the article, and it's a great story about her fundraising efforts, and it gives you all of that information on there. But
You know, there's a
appreciate
lot of
our.
history in the state of Georgia and Alabama.
Mhm.
You know, people don't have
Yeah,
to. You don't have to go all over the world to experience history. You don't have to go to Paris or to London or to Riviera anywhere. You know, you can experience a lot of things, cultural things here, right here in the state of Georgia and in the state of Alabama too.
Panhandle of Florida too.
Yeah.
Panhandle, Florida, man, all of our viewing area, man. We live. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, we live in the old original Garden of Eden.
that's
The old
right.
original Garden of Eden is just not here in Copper. It encompasses a wide area.
Hmm.
The
Y'all in
Yep.
it,
history,
whether y'all like it or not, y'all in it.
the history that goes along with it, they don't teach it in school. And
Mm,
I've always been one that thought when it comes to history, uh, teach a lot of your local history to the kids.
mm-hmm.
Uh, I doubt anybody in school been taught about Andrew Ellicott. You know who he was, Floyd?
Don't know it.
Andrew Ellicott. Marvin, does that ring a bell?
Nope, doesn't.
Uh, he was a surveyor. He's the one that surveyed the 31st parallel that ran all across the southern part of this country. And there's a mound just north of Neal's Landing. He would go every 1 mile. Now, he was doing it with telescopes and stuff like that. And every 1 mile, he'd put up a mound of dirt. And some of those mounds are still around. We're talking about, I think, late 1700s when he did this.
Mercy.
And we put up a monument sign to mark the 31st parallel. Jack Wingate was part of it. A lot of different folks were part of it. I went down there by boat, and Ronald Fuller, who was watching tonight and used to own Southern Outdoor Sports, Pop Doug, his dad, I borrowed a handheld GPS. And when we got off that pontoon boat and walked up there to see the mound, I looked down there, and 3 feet away, it locked in on the 31st parallel.
That's how good
Mm.
he was.
That's how
Wow.
good he was. The first time he came through, he missed it and came back that second time and got it right.
And that was in the 1700s technology.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Had a telescope. He looking through a telescope. Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Well,
Amazing things around here. A lot of folks never have
yeah.
heard about, and some interesting stories.
What if they had people? Man, just look at the people that came through this part of the country. I remember when I was in high school, we had a history teacher, and we had in Carpet we had a veteran, a World War II veteran that was on the Bataan Death March in the
Ooh,
Philippines. He was on it. He's from Miller County, Georgia. Came back here, lived in Miller County, worked. He was good, hard working, honest man. He was one of my lodge brothers, or Shriner brothers. A great guy, Mr. Buddy Bailey. But he was on the Bataan Death March, and that teacher brought him to school one day. We were studying World War II and studying the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, and he got to telling his story, and nobody in there was looking out the window. They were looking at him. was in and he wasn't bragging. He was thankful for this country that he lived in, that he could come back to it, be alive, and that he had a country to come back to. But he told some things. But he was on the Bataan Death March, and some of you out there, probably some of you millennials or Generation Z's, if y'all looking, you may not know what that is, but you need to look it up if you can still find it. I mean, if you can still find it on Wikipedia or whatever, it's probably in some old encyclopedias or something somewhere. But it was a very, very hard time for people like that. But he came to school, and we could focus on who was there and what happened, and what it did, it engaged us to get into our books, into our lessons, and to listen to the teacher that was teaching this, about what our history was. But I just wonder if they even do anything like that anymore. If they teach anything like that, I don't know. I don't know. It's been so long since I went to school, but I won't ever forget it as long as I've got a good mind and I'm alive. I won't ever forget that man, and I know what kind of man he was when he came back here to Chicago, Georgia, and led a productive life and raised a good family of boys and girls, and just a good man, just
Well,
not a wealthy man, but a good man.
think about
Mm-mm.
all of the greatest generation. I know this year we lost two of them, Mr. Roger Spooner, and we
True.
also lost Mr. Luther Clearman from our
Hmm.
community. We got one left in Miller County, B.O. Mock, Mr. B.O. Mock. He
Hmm.
is the last remaining surviving World War II veteran, and I believe he's either 95 or 96 years old.
Hmm. They leaving. If you, yeah, they hard to find. They about all of them gone. But there was some interesting. I used to love to listen to old men, and I knew some old men that were friends with my dad that was in World War II. And we had one. His name was Ado Lunsford. Now Ado tell you some stories. Ado was cool. He was a sport run a sawmill down there at Boykin, Georgia. But Ado could tell you some stories too. And they get around, how men do when you're having a fish fry or something. The women's in the house and the men's out there under the shelter cooking the fish and carrying on. And he'd tell you some stories. He'd go to laugh and carrying on. But it wasn't all funny, but it was
Yeah.
interesting stories. I've always been amazed at older people, how smart they were, and how interesting they were. Young people never was interesting to me. They was all just as stupid as I was. But older people, you can learn something from them. So
uh,
anyway,
the
if any of you
Bible
young people
says,
get anything,
"Hey, Bible says, surround yourself with wise counsel." And
Wisdom.
and that's what I older people have the wisdom. They may not always have the education, but hey man, I'd trade wisdom for an education any day of the week.
any
Any
day,
day of the
anytime,
week.
man, it'll pay off in
That's
the end.
it.
Let me tell you, buddy,
Yep.
it'll pay off.
That's exactly right. Here we go, boys. It's that time once again. Time for Floyd Short Lists and More. Brought to you by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Berry Hill Auctioneers, our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of the great, the world famous Floyd's Short Lists and More. And now, please make welcome Mr. Floyd B. Lloyd.
Everybody, I'm reading something here. This is an interesting read. This is from the Miller County Liberal, and this is letters to Santa that local kids here in in Miller County, Chicago, Georgia, wrote to Santa Claus. And Terry Toole, the editor of the Miller County Liberal, publishes these things. And my wife has sat in there for a solid week and laughed at this stuff. And she said, Floyd said, you have got to read some of these letters that these youngers have wrote to Santa Claus. I'm gonna start out with this, and I would be remiss if I didn't do Floyd's short list. I got some short list, but I want to, if I may,
Yeah,
I want
take
to
your
read some
time.
of it. And let me tell you, some of you people out there that might live away from here, go online, Miller County Liberal. Go online and get you a subscription online. You can get the hard copy if you want to. He'll mail it to you. But go online to the Miller County Liberal and subscribe to this tribunal right here. It's interesting. If you want to know who had a wreck in Miller County, it's going to be on the front page. If you want to know who killed the biggest deer in Miller County, it's going to be on the front page. If you want to know who caught the biggest fish in Miller County that week, it's going to be on the front page. Local stories about local people. So, yeah, but I want to read y'all some of these stories now. These are kids, and I'm going to tell you how old they are. I'm going to tell you their first name. I'm not going to tell you their last name because their mama and daddy would be mad at me for doing this. But anyway, he says, this, my name is Kyler. I'm 10, almost 11 years old. See? You was like that, wasn't you, Marvin? Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm 10 going on. I'm 10, almost 11. I'm in the 5th grade at Miller County Elementary School. I have been 45% naughty and 55% nice. He's learning practice. He's not kid. He's learning practice. 45 and 55. I would like the following things this year for Christmas. I would like to have a PlayStation 5, a DualShock 5 controller, whatever that is, a new iPhone. Santa, I would also like to have some Jordan 4 black canvas. That's some tennis shoes probably. Some gift cards. 24K 23 Premium Edition. They can tell you what kind he wants. They know what kind. He's 10 years old. And I want a shirt that has my cousin Corey on it. Cousin Corey is. I want a shirt that has my cousin Corey on it. I would also like to have a Madden 23, and I also want everyone to have a good day. I would also have a new football and a keyboard and a mouse and a PC monitor, and that is it. Santa, please go around and let everybody have a good Christmas with their family. I'll leave you some cookies and some milk. That's
There you
one.
go.
Here's the next. I'm going to read you about 5 of these because it's the end. Number 2. My name is, dear Santa, my name is Kendall. I'm 11 years old. I'm 11 years old and I'm in the 5th grade at Miller County High School. This year I've been nice and a little naughty. I would like the following things this year for Christmas: an iPhone 12 Pro, Air Force One clothes, shoes, an Apple Watch, and a golf cart. That's what's iPhone 12 costs, Marvin. How much is that? And an iWatch.
I have.
Well, okay, that's it. Okay, that was for her. All right, let's do this one here. This is number 2. Dear Santa, my name is Kendall. I'm 11 years old and I'm in the 5th grade at Miller County Elementary School. This year I have been nice and a little naughty. I would like the following things this year for Christmas: an iPhone 12 Pro, Air Force Ones, clothes, shoes, Apple Watch, and a golf cart. I will leave cookies. This is another one wants a golf cart. 2 of them here wants a golf cart. Let's see. Here's one here. This is a good one here. My name is Tanner. I am 10 years old. I'm in the 5th grade at Miller County High School. This year I have been nice. I would like the following things this year for Christmas. I would like to get a Steam Deck, an RC car, a drone, a PC, an iPhone, an Apple Watch, a tool set, a gas can, and a safe. I reckon to put his stuff in. He wants him a safe. Y'all get that boy a safe. Let's see what the next one here is. Yeah, here one. Yeah, my name is John. I'm 10 years old in the 5th grade. This year I have been nice. I would like the following things this year for Christmas. I want a new scope for my gun. I want new Pit Viper glasses. Now, he's 10 years old. He wants him a scope for his gun. I want a new gun. It's a 300 blackout for hog hunting. So 10 years old, and he wants it. He wants it with a thermal scope on it for going hog hunting at night. Now he's 10 years old. He don't want no iPhone. He wants him. He wants him something so he can annihilate some hogs with.
Oh,
You can't make this up.
Look at this one here. Here's one. My name is Jack. I'm 10 years old. I'm in the 5th grade. I have been nice. I would like the following things this year for Christmas. This year, I would really like to have a VR. I don't know what a VR is. What's a VR, Marvin?
I don't know.
I would like a VR. Then I would like some baseball stuff, some clothes, camo, Crocs, and some gaming cards. Then I would like a football and a hat. He wants a football and a hat, Marvin.
There you go.
Yeah, he
Hey.
watches the show. He watches you.
There you go. Yeah.
I would also like, he wants him a hat, and I would also like some cologne.
Oh yeah.
He's 10 years old. This young wants cologne.
What kind? Hey, what kind of cologne you think?
He don't say, he just wants some cologne. He wants to go with his hat. Wants his hat and then some cologne. And he said, I want a PlayStation wireless headset, Call of Duty Warzone for PlayStation 4, some bullets for my gun, a Madden 23 PlayStation, and I would like some stuff for my family. I'll leave some cookies. I got one more to go. He wants him a hat, some cologne, and bullets. Now, okay,
What
here's
kind?
Jake.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you this: if you'd have been 10 years old, what kind of cologne would you have wanted?
Old Spice or either Avon. That's the only two that was available. at that time.
Oh,
Even Clinton was selling Avon. I'd have got Avon's what I'd have got. I wouldn't have got Old Spice. I'd have got Avon because she'd have made the rounds. I guarantee you.
Do you
I'd
you
have
ever
had
heard of
Avon.
a cologne called Baron? The Baron.
Never heard
That
of
was-
that one.
It was a big time when all the gospel groups, the gospel quartets, the men would wear that years ago because they'd be on a bus, they wouldn't be able to bathe, and so they'd carry bottles of that to wash down in.
Yeah, wash down with it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the last one right here. This is, I say the last. This is there's more, but anyway, this is all I'm gonna do. My name's Jake. I'm 10 years old. I'm in the 4th grade at Miller County Elementary School. I have been nice, kind of, both this year. I would like the following things for Christmas: a fake M60 gun. You don't want a real. A toy soft foam dart Beretta M9. A toy C-130 cargo plane. A toy Humvee. A toy train. And a can of pork and beans. It was a can of pork and beans.
pork and beans.
Okay, listen to this. He said, I will have some milk and cookies for you and some carrots for the reindeer. Now, he's seeing that in the reindeer, Santa Claus, the reindeer, and everybody.
Oh, man. That sounds like that
A
man
can
that
of pork
Bookie
and
was.
beans. Y'all get that young on a can of pork and beans. What's wrong with y'all?
Hey, he sounds like he lives in the house where Bookie sold them washing powders that time.
He sold the dippy do. All right, I'm gonna do it with a short list of others. This is others. This is just an opinion, a viewpoint that I've been kind of reflecting on it. Y'all seen the woman on TV that's got the cream and she rubs it between her hands like that, and it's supposed to be that she rub it all on the butt crack and everything. You know, supposed to rub it on the butt crack. Two ways of stinking.
I knew it.
Y'all seen her?
I knew it.
Y'all seen that?
I've seen it.
She got a new commercial. She got a new commercial in. And on a commercial, she's rubbing that, got that cream. She getting ready to rub it all over her butt crack and whoever. And she said, "Why did somebody think of this?" And here's my opinion on this: the stink hiding cream, Lumi soak lady says, "Why didn't somebody think of this earlier?" My opinion is they did. It's called bathing. So, so butt stink crack cream and some of that. What was that? What was called Baron? That Baron cologne.
Yeah.
You get that on, man. You could take over. You could clean the house out. I guarantee you. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of show list, and then we're going to wind her up. We're going to cut y'all loose for the night. Baptist preachers that have ever gone on a hunger strike. You know any, Marvin? Huh?
I don't.
This is y'all tonight. I'm a little easy on y'all tonight. Pentecostal preachers' wives that don't iron her husband's shirts.
Yeah.
You ever seen the
There
American
you go.
Pentecostal? They got their shirts
Oh,
all starched and all. Pentecostal preachers' wives that don't iron their husband's shirts. Here's the last one. Baptist preachers and Free Will Baptist preachers' wives that own an iron.
Oh, ooh,
that's pretty good right there now.
Oh, I'm gonna get letters on that, Nana Marley.
Yeah, there's gonna be some letters on that one now.
Oh, but
Oh,
I'll have you know, I iron his. I can hear it now. Anyway, and
uh,
we just having fun. We just cutting up, having a big time. And the last but certainly not least, including his bowels and his bladder, things that Joe Biden has any control over.
there it is, the great short list each and
That's
every
it.
week, brought
Number
to us
one.
by Berry Hill Auction, and now being brought to us by Ag Appraisals Equipment Livestock in Colquitt, Georgia. There's the number to call. It's time for Charlie's 7-day forecast for the tri-state area. Charlie, looks like it's going to be warming up a little bit with a good bit of rain chance.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you don't like the weather right now in southwest Georgia or southeast Alabama, give it about 24 hours. It'll come around to where you want it to be from 16 degrees a week ago. Yeah, Saturday morning and Sunday morning was the bad one. Look where we are now. It's break out the short sleeve shirts, but we do have some rain, much needed, I might add, because we are in drought conditions throughout this area. Some areas worse than others, but the 50 and 80% chances of rain the next couple of days is going to be nice, and we need it. And then things kind of clear up on New Year's Day, as you can see, 69, and then we come back with more rain, good chances of rain. That'll be Tuesday, Wednesday. Cooler temperatures behind that Thursday. Just want to mention, don't know that it's going to be that bad, but when you look at Tuesday and Wednesday, after this warm up into the 70s, uh, when it does stuff like that, you can just look for a good bit of lightning and possibly some strong thunderstorms. So you want to monitor your weather conditions when we get the first part of the week and pay attention for Tuesday and Wednesday. Want to thank everybody for putting up with us for uh, every week for an hour. It's just our way of visiting with each other and with you. We appreciate you. We love you, and want to wish everyone a happy upcoming 2023. I'm gonna steal a little bit from Floyd right quick. If you start tonight when you lay down and you get up in the morning and you do it all day, and then you start again Saturday morning and thank the good Lord for what He's done for you in this calendar year, you're going to do very little sleeping and a whole lot of thinking and thanking, because no matter where we might have been, I know I've had brushes, health issues this year that some of them pretty doggone serious. But the good Lord saw me through. And there's so many things for us to be thankful for. And let's be thankful and pray for this country and pray for one another, Floyd.
Amen, brother. Leave y'all with this. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Arm yourself wherever you go. Make sure that you have the protection you need to protect yourself and your family. Surround yourself with like minded people. Seek out like minded people to surround yourself with. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Watch what you're doing, watch what other people are doing around you. And when you lay down and go to sleep tonight, when you get in your bed, you start thanking the good Lord for everything He's done for you today. And you'll be asleep. You'll be asleep, and you'll be asleep before you get through thanking Him, because you'll wake up in the morning and say, "I forgot to thank you, Lord, for this." But anyway, been great being with y'all tonight. Had a good time. We had a great Christmas. Me and Nadine was blessed to live in the place that we live in, and to be surrounded by the people that we're surrounded with, and to have the friends that we have, and the acquaintances. And we know we just know we're in a good place right now, and we're so thankful for that. Thankful for our home and our surroundings and our neighbors and this community that we live in. Marvin, turn it over to you.
Guys, happy 2023 coming up. This will be our last show for the year. Next Thursday night, same place, same time, we'll be live and in color with our very first show of 2023. I want to remind you to check out our friend Matt Bracewell, Creation and Composting. Go over to his website, go to his podcast, go to his Facebook page, learn about homesteading and biblical values. Good young man, got a great ministry there. He's a partner with us, and I want to just encourage you to check him out. Creation and Composting. And guys, we want to tell you this: we love y'all. You don't have to come invite us into your home each and every week, but you do, and we appreciate you for that. And we want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for being our fans. Thank you for being so faithful and watching our show. You know, as we start a new year, many times we want to make new resolutions. A lot of the times it might be to lose weight or get better off financially fit. Here's some things we need to work on next year that are important. When time passes away, all the other will just fade away. Our relationship with God and our relationship with our family and our friends, loving one another. We don't have a clue what 2023 is going to hold. Let's hold those that we love dear to us, and let's hold them close. I want to encourage you, New Year's Day is the Lord's day. Give him his due. Go to church if it's where you can. Sunday, the first day of 2023. What better place to start off the new year than in the house of the Lord? Here's the scripture of the day. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. I am going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you may also be where I am. He's coming back, guys. I promise you that. How do I know? Because the word tells us so. Guys, we love y'all with all of our heart. We look forward to seeing you next Thursday night, 2023. And you don't ever forget this. No matter what you do on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, or any other day of the year, always be particular. Good night, guys. We love you.
Good night.
See you.